Hello, I'm Asad Saad. I'm a student at the College of DuPage. I'm here with Mahsen Mortada, manager at Elite Food Industry. I apologize. And basically, I'm here to ask him a couple of questions on how he keeps control of his inventory and what are the methods he uses to keep control of his inventory. Sir, if you may introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Mohsen Murtaza. I am the warehouse manager of Elite Food Industry. I have been in this position for the last 10 years. I am fully aware of all the operational skills that takes to carry out this position.
Thank you, Mohsen. So,
No
Mohsen,
problem.
first question. What are some internal controls you use to keep track of your inventory?
We have cameras at the warehouse, two cameras per aisle. People, we have certain people that get certain access to certain areas of the warehouse. Not everyone is allowed a first-hand look at our inventory. We have specific cards for specific doors.
Good. So basically, what you're trying to say is that you just have not so certain people go and not everyone has the right to go in certain areas of your warehouse.
Right.
Okay.
It's a selective process.
Okay.
Not everybody can go in and out.
Okay, I see. Second question. What type of method do you use to report your inventory? Would you use FIFO or LIFO? And basically, if you want me to break down FIFO or LIFO, to my understanding, is FIFO is first in, first out. FIFO is first in, first out, and LIFO is last in, first out.
We use FIFO. With FIFO, we make it easier on answers to keep track of inventory due to the fact that FIFO pinpoint and keeps our merchandise up to date faster and easier than LIFO.
Okay.
However,
FIFO's
FIFO's con is that the net income tends to increase, which means we have to pay higher taxes on our inventory.
Okay. No, that makes sense because yeah, when the income increases, usually the taxes will increase. And basically, have you ever questioned why you guys don't use LIFO or because usually LIFO usually you keep track of inventory from many years ago, from like 40 years ago. So LIFO doesn't really really pinpoint and keep an exact set of data of your inventory. So no, I would
Right.
see how you use FIFO.
Yeah.
Okay, so third question, or was that third question? How do you safeguard your inventory from employees?
Only certain employees have access to our warehouse inventory. Uh, Employees are all trained and have to put their names and IDs on every transaction they do.
Okay. Oh, so if whatever you touch, you have to put your name on it so people know that you touched that product.
Right.
Okay, I see. So fourth question, sir. What do you do with your damaged goods? How do you carry out a disposal of your damaged goods?
We dispose our we dispose of damaged food by sending it out to food recycling companies.
Okay. And by food, you dispose of the food or you dispose of the
Of the raw material.
of the raw material?
Yeah.
Okay, of the raw material. Thank you. Basically, oh yeah, is your storage area well staffed? Do you guys have a good amount of people in each area performing well and productively in each?
Oh yeah,
in the
all
positions?
all areas are assigned to certain people, and every one of them knows what to do, what are their functions, what kind of jobs they have to do to the full extent of what they need to do.
Yeah. So my last question for you, Mohsen, and for our audience, what is your company deal with? Give me just a plain. What are your raw materials? What do you take in? What do you take out? What do you ship? What do you export? What do you guys work with? What is
Mostly we work with spices,
okay?
powder spices, whole spices. Sometimes you ground spices. Sometimes that ground spices goes into finished product uh, to to savor the food. Uh, we do powder blends that goes into meats. We do other blends for pizzas, for example, other blends for spaghettis, other most of our production produce goes into food
Related product. I see.
related
Sorry to
product.
cut you
Yeah.
off, but I want to ask: do you guys have a quality control part of
Yes.
your job?
Oh yes.
And so what does the quality control part do?
They do test the finished product,
Okay, and they see if
and then
it's
they
if
look
it's healthy
at
if it's healthy for the consumer.
right.
Oh, okay.
And they do look at the raw material that we we get in to test them, make sure everything is within shelf life limits. We do generate COAs too for our customers to
Okay.
make sure that whatever we give our customers is good.
That's good. Well, he's answered all my questions to his full extent, and they all seem to be answered. I liked how he answered my questions, and that's a wrap. I'm guessing. Thank you, Mahsen Murtada.
Thank you.
Thank you
very
so much.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for the insight,
Right.
and that's a wrap, folks.